We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot. Click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. The plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Carter. Type in the chat if you can hear me again. Okay.
Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Same things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo. I turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink Field. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They are led out by their quarterback in his second season from Washington State, a former sixth-round pick in Gardner Minshew.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
The numbers a week ago for Michelle: 20 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Short throw to Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Now a toss left side, Michelle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's yards the gain there, 2nd down. For Pete Carroll, by the way, his ties to the Patriots go deeper than that heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 49. He was actually the Patriots head coach for 3 years. Some people forget that, 97, 98, and 99. And he had some degree of success as they went 27 and 21 in those 3 seasons.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and they're going to mark him down.
Offense, well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Sony Michel won't get there. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To Hunter Henry.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big
time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves,
and that's going to be caught for a Patriot. First touchdown of the new season, and the Pats have taken the early lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 13 yards remaining on second down. Minshew sets to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it, Minshew. James has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off the draw, here's Michel, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hurts going to keep this himself. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On the pickup.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Hurts on the keeper. It's a gain of 3. First down, New England.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pound. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Heck of a start. In the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's second down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Minshew. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Michelle. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Patriots as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Hurts going deep for Hopkins. And that one will fall incomplete. The clock here now just under 30 seconds.
Catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The the good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we have come to half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Seahawks, nothing.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. These guys had to punt last thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, it's Michelle. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
10 at the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And he will score. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Patriot first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. The left side completion to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 20 here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Hurts with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw to Michelle on the screen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Throwing is Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got a noon one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
To Adam Thielen.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Patriots.
It'll be Minshew again. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's complete to Brown, right side. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion played his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the...
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The 30, 10, 5.
Oh, that's the way to run it, bro.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. DeAndre Hopkins, 85 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And here again comes Gardner Minshew. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Quickly to Thielen here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 59, 59. You don't want
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Little short pass to James.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and and it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ed Oliver. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Third down.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended for Adam Thielen.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
The ball carrier.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football. Just to get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Here's Jacobs. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Freaky